Today's 9/11, and that the news is covering it, and so many people are talking about how sad that terrorists attacked the United States. They leave out a lot, don't they? They kidnapped me, Margaret Ann Windsor. 1941, he brought me to this country and dropped me off in a hellhole, a pigsty. Gave me stole my identity, gave me a name of a twin, Peggy Ann Dempsey Childers. I married Childers. I still have to use that name, hoping to get what's mine back, and my name. I don't know where my sons Mark and Scott are. They're heirs after me. The United States, on a daily basis, a moment-to-moment basis, has made my life a living hell. I'm 75 years old. I was 2 years old when they kidnapped me. They took down my father, King Edward VIII, and used a double to marry Wallace Simpson. My father was married to Claudia Ruth O'Keefe Windsor, born in Madison, Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. Artist Georgia O'Keefe is my aunt. The Kennedys, Joe Kennedy was appointed ambassador to England by Roosevelt, President Roosevelt, you know, the one in the wheelchair. And Joe Kennedy was the father to JFK and Joe, the older brother. And they wrote a book about While England Slept. Well, they kidnapped me in 39. Well, I was born in 39, so I usually show the pictures of where my Uncle George, who became illegal George VI, working for the United States and the New World Order, the Illuminati, the global government that's in place now. That's the Clintons, the Obamas, you name it, are a part of it. The Kennedys, the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bilderbergers, the ones that kidnapped me. So now then I've gotten off here trying to get back to, on a daily basis, how they tortured me. I didn't find out my real name until '83 when I was in a political campaign to replace U.S. Congressman Larry McDonald. He was a urologist in Piedmont Hospital in Atlanta. I had written about mind control, which the Oscar Pistorius, that's one of them, and his brother Carl. They've used the mind control murders that I speak of have been deliberately done because mind control is hard to prove. It's invisible. I'll say it again. So they've used names like Carl was the twins' name to Peggy, and they gave me the name of Peggy when both of them had been killed, the twins, by their mother. They were born out of wedlock. And like Wallace Simpson was supposed to marry my father and become the Duke and Duchess of Windsor, which was a lie. He was a double, and she was an American spy. My father was already married to my mom, Claudia Ruth O'Keefe. This is just an episode out of my life. It's all been similar to this. I wrote the book about mind control, Larry McDonald. His plane veered off into Soviet airspace August 31st of '83 after I'd written the book in '76, '77, '78. I was flown out to Larry Flint's, who his shooting was a mind control shooting in Lawrenceville, Georgia. The man that shot him and killed his attorney was programmed to do so. So I was writing back then about mind control, programming, modifying behavior, and doctors do know the difference, and they should at least entertain the idea that this is a mind control murder. They do not. Instead, they'd lock you up, give you psychotic drugs, treat you for an illness that you don't have when it's a murder weapon, is what mind control is. So you get into all kinds of laws that are being broken, deliberately misdiagnosing, which also carries illegal drugs being forced down you, and this diagnosis will follow you for the rest of your life, believe me. So now then, where have I gotten? I wanted to get back to the KAL that veered into Russian airspace that had Larry McDonald, congressman, and that I'd written about and that I'm in the campaign. He was a doctor. This was, they knew it was going to happen because Nixon was taking off this plane, the KAL, just before takeoff in Juneau, Alaska, with supposedly with Larry McDonald aboard. That's how history records it. And the whole plane went down in the ocean. When it was, it's veered off space, out of its space. Either the controller or the pilot can be under mind control. And this is what I've been writing about. You can make deaths appear of natural cause. They can create illnesses, cancer, you name it. They can also make you commit suicide or look like suicide when it's death by mind control. Now then, I could reel off a list, but on a daily basis, the life that I've lived, and I don't know where my children are, and my children had a hell of a life. Seriously. They're heirs after me. I'm Victoria II. My father was illegally taken down. My God, he was married to my mom, Claudia Ruth O'Keefe. You got criminals that put a 99-year seal on my dad's illegal takedown and my kidnapping. And the whole point was in Kennedy, JFK was signing papers for the mental health, making it look like he was a good guy and for mental health. Mental health, again, it's a weapon being waged using mind control and misdiagnosis, like the Aurora, Colorado, James Home. That's a good one. Mass murders are just one or two. Just go out and knock somebody off if you've got the technology, and it's running rampant now. Kids are being programmed. They don't know it. It's done without their permission. So a pilot, you program him, he can take the plane into the ocean and the side of the mountain, veer off space. Okay, I could keep going, but you get the gist here. Now then, the United States the whole plan was to also take over everything British, put their, the treaties were illegal, put their bases all over Great Britain, and hold the world hostage, thus NATO, the UN, all of it. And the UN's out of Rockefeller Plaza, by the way. The people that kidnapped me, the Rockefellers helped. So you get all of it. But in my book, I was writing about Center for Disease Control. I was writing about Emory University and Piedmont Hospital with Larry McDonald, etc., the doctor congressman. Now then, the whole plan, and I found out after I had the antifreeze put in me and should have died, that Martin Luther King, and that was a program murder using mind control, just like Larry Flint's. The guy was programmed to shoot him. But anyway, they knew about my real identity, and they knew when the antifreeze was put in me. Before I did, I didn't find out about my kidnapping, and I'm Victoria II, heir to the British Crown, till '83. So the blacks sold me out. Where's the all this marching and all of it? Where's my civil rights? I've had none. The British have none. The United States has gone in pretending to be the Brits' friends and ripped us of everything we had. Right now, the UK is overrun, and the Americans know it. The Americans helped Ireland when they took in the bombs, and who do you think financed them? So they're really nice friends, aren't they? Yeah, they got a pity party, and I'll go ahead and say it. They've done so much to me anyway, going on up there in New York, when these people have never once paid for one crime that they've committed. They have committed more crimes, killed more people, and the Ebola and the AIDS started right here in the labs in Center for Disease Control. And I was putting this on a long time ago. I wrote about it, turned it over to the media, and then about 5 months ago, I put it on YouTube. So you can't say I just came up with all this. And you can Google AIDS, where the origin of AIDS and Ebola, and see what you find. Dr. Horowitz is one that wrote about it, and I believe he has a book.